Alright, so given the late hour, I decided not to bother with streaming, but I still want to keep recording my progress. So I had a few minutes earlier before work, and as you can see, I went ahead and have been working on advancing the chickens just a little bit. Most of these you'll see are bred out. The big change is the string chicken is no longer in here. Instead, we bred ourselves a pair of the cocoa brown chickens, and you can see all the extra cactus green and red chickens we got from that process there. Here we have our breeding and our production nether quartz. Our soul sand is almost at its 2 full stacks. And here's Chickenosto still slowly ticking by in his progress. So let's grab these 2 lime green chickens here. And let's grab these 5 nickel chickens. 3, 4, and 5. Now we'll come over to the breeder box and we'll drop 1 of each of those in there. And let's go ahead and head out here. Alright, so we want to get another quartz, and we'll go ahead and put the nickel chicken in. As we can see, we're going to need more roosts. Now here, we're going to drop our triple stack of the nickel chickens, and we'll move around to the back side here. That one's our refined iron. And there we go. So now that'll produce our nickel ingots. So now let's go make some more roosts. As you can see, it rained while I was playing earlier, so I'm back down to only half a heart. Once we get these roosts up, we'll go ahead and visit our string chicken, who should have filled his roost. And we can go about making that diamond mesh for the sieve. And if you recall, we still have some triple compressed blocks just waiting to be sieved for when we got the good screen. Alright, I think that's everything from there. So let's hop on over to our crafting table. And let's go ahead and compress these down. Let's check in here. There's some more right there. So now we'll bring up our roost. Alright, and apparently we need some more planks. So let's just go ahead and make those right there. There we are. Drop those planks back in there. And there's our cactus green and our red chicken. Remember, we don't want to burn that stack of lime or we'll have to start all over with them. Albeit we'll have the 16 from the breed pairs, but still. It's a lot of wasted time and a breeder that we could have freed up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so what we really want to do is I'm going to start over here. And I know I want it to be 3 wide, at least for a walkway. I know I'm going to need a space for a wall. And then I'm going to want 2 spaces on the end so I can get through to mess with the back side of these. So that's how long we want to extend it out. So we'll just go ahead and pick those up. Remember, holding the shift key will enable your carry-on ability as long as you don't have anything in your offhand. And let's go right there and drop our lime chicken in. Now if we go here, we see our string chicken. Let's go ahead and grab all that string. So now we'll head back over here. Now let's go down and see what we have. There's our 8 flint meshes and 4, which means we need 8 more string meshes, right? There's 7, and hold right click to only put 1 in. There's 8. And then balance that. Now let's go back up to where we have our flint. 2, 3, 4, and 5. We forgot to balance it, didn't we? Looks like we need 1 more flint mesh. Did I miss something, or did I just not math right? Whatever the case. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right clicking again lets us drop 1 in at a time. Alright. So now, that string, that string, that string, and that flint can go in there. Now we need these iron ingots. Balance it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. Alright. Now, with an empty hand, we will shift right click and pull that mesh out. And we have our 5 diamonds right here. Go back into our crafting table. And there's our diamond stiffened mesh right there. And right click it in. And there we are. So now let's head back over here. That roost is empty. Our sulfur chickens have all grown up. That one's empty. Here's our cocoa brown breeding. And the reason we went for the cocoa brown next is if you look, cocoa brown and string will make our leather. Cocoa brown and glowstone makes our nether wart. And then cocoa brown and yellow makes our copper. That copper chicken's very important too. Alright, and there's our pair of soul sands. So remember that quest that was telling us we need soul sand. Well, we're going to get it, but we're getting it the easy way. We're going to have chickens do all the work for us. So I'll come over here, and we'll drop 1 of each in there. Let's make sure we haven't been accidentally dropping any in there. And now let's go ahead and head back out here. There's our soul sand, and there's our sulfur. Head back, hit our furnace real quick, drop off another chicken that needs to be cooked. Alright. Now we're going to run out and check on our little farm out here, see if we made any process growing. Alright, what are we at? We're at 57%. Now these grow so slow. Oh, this one actually wants to grow this time. Now again, we'll let the farmer do its job. Oh, looks like 1 grew. There he goes. Still haven't got an extra seed though. 2 more essence though, and we will. So now we need to pick another couple chickens. Figure out who we're going to be breeding up. What's big is we now have this nether quartz chicken. Nether quartz in yellow makes glowstone. Nether quartz and redstone glass. There's our black quartz. There's lava. And there's osmium. He's the least important. But starting on this list, I think I'm going to get glowstone first. So that's going to be nether quartz and a yellow, right? So let's go back here. Let's grab our nether quartz chicken. And let's grab our yellow chicken over up here. Put them both in the breeder. And let's use that 36. Let's see what we can get out of this. Yellow chickens. And more yellow chickens. Yay! The joys of trying to crossbreed. And this all comes down to a waiting game. How patient are you? And we'll put out a row at a time. There's one. And there's two. So we'll pull our primaries out. We'll go ahead and pull that 10 out so he doesn't try and breed up without us telling him to. Got something running there in the background. That's okay. Put 2 in there. Alright. So now we know the yellow chicken can go back. Let's see. Next one I'm going to want is the glass chicken. Free glass, I no longer have to cook sand. So now we're going to grab redstone. Where is he? There he is. And we're going to go right next door to the next breeder. And we're going to do the same thing. There's one. Looks like we got a little bit luckier this time around. Oh, so far anyway. And we wait. Oh, looks like that second one's going to be a bit stubborn for us, huh? Alright, come on, give us number 2. There he is. Looks like each one wants to give us 11 chickens total before it starts giving us anything we want. And drop 2 in there. Now let's go ahead and drop off this the redstone, excuse me. Let's see uses on him. There's black quartz, there's lava. Lava's a good thing to have an infinite source of, so we'll grab our coal chicken. Where is he? There's him up there. And we'll go ahead and drop these 2 guys in here. And we'll take that 36 stack of seeds. There's one. And there's 2. That was the easiest one of all of them. Alright, so we'll put those 2 lava chickens there. Add 2 seeds so they can start breeding. And now we'll go drop off our coal chicken. Check our nether quartz again. Let's see if we can get rid of all of them. So now we need black quartz, right? So that's going to be our ink black chicken. And where is he? There he is right there. And we'll just repeat the process. Ooh, there's one right off the bat. And 2 right off the bat. one more to go. May as well take care of him while we can. And that's going to be the iron chicken, I do believe. Let's check and confirm. Nether quartz and iron gives us osmium. Yes, it does. One of the least needed metals, but like I said, let's just get them out of the way. Let's go ahead and put some more seeds in here. I have a feeling this guy's going to be difficult. Alright. 6 down and not a 1. Just watch it go and just keep popping out twins, huh? There's one. Let's see if we can get lucky. There's 11. Now if we're lucky we'll get... Nope. This one is wanting to be stubborn. There we go. Let's pull the 22 out. Split those over. Drop 2 in. Alright, now what I'm going to start doing over here is once I've bred everything out of a chicken, or every possible combination, I'm just going to drop them down to the bottom. Lime green does not breed anything, so let's drop him down there. We know the smart chicken doesn't make anything. So let's look at these. Flint. We've made coal, we've made gunpowder, we've made iron. I don't think we made aluminum, did we? And there's sulfur. So we need an aluminum chicken. So Flint's gonna have to stay up there. Cactus green makes all these. We don't have cyan yet. We have nickel. We don't have a slime. We don't have emerald or peridot or the experienced chicken. So let's look at logs. We have coal. We don't have the snowball because we don't have lapis yet. So we know he's not a candidate. And we still don't have lapis, so we know he's not a candidate. Let's look at the coal chicken. He makes the lava chicken and the steel chicken. Well, we haven't made a steel chicken yet, so he's no. We can't do anything with him. Let's check sand. We have gunpowder, we have redstone. We don't have clay because we need snowball. Alright. Let's see what the yellow chicken can make. He can make glowstone. He can make orange, gold, and copper. Yeah, so we still need him. Let's look at the red chicken. Ooh, look at that list. Red and blue. Nope. Gunpowder. We don't have a snowball, so we can't make the water chicken. I don't know why we need gunpowder for water, but apparently gunpowder and snowball makes water. Who might argue? Let's check our ink black. He makes gray, string, and black quartz. Did we make a gray chicken yet? I don't think we did. So he's not done yet either. Iron chicken, we know he's not done. Look at that. Gold, aluminum, conductive iron, invar, lead, osmium. Refined iron. And ender pearl will make tungsten. It's going to be a very needed metal, and he's also used to breed into the tungsten steel chicken. So much easier than trying to use the multi-blocks for him. Oh, let's peek at the redstone. Oh, look at that list. Saltpeter, redstone alloy, uranium, redstone crystals. Yeah, we're not done with him. And Soul Sand. Ooh, Soul Sand does not have any partners, so he can just go down here. String Chicken and Cocoa Brown, which is breeding up, will make our leather, so we know we still need him. Sulfur we know we still need for the saltpeter. And look at that, Blitz Rod. So we know we still need him. And we definitely still need the nickel, because if nothing else, we have to breed nickel and iron for Invar. So these four right here have had every possible breeding done. And look at the stacks of chickens that need to die. Let's put 3 there, 2 there, and 4 there. So that 2 will finish first. And we'll put the 16 stack in there because that's our biggest. Right. Now this one will go with our 9. And up here, once it finishes off this last chicken, we'll go ahead and drop in that 5. There we are. And we'll go check on our farm out here again. See if we've made any progress on this incredibly slow growing plant. Oh, hasn't grown up yet. Oh, look at that. He's barely moving at all. And we'll just sit here and hold shift, see if he grows a little bit for us. Looks like that's the best jump we're going to get right now. Don't want to waste too much time over there, so we're going to go back over here and we're going to check our Soul Sand chicken and go ahead and grab a stack. Oh, look at that. Let's see. Sugar. There it is. Ooh, I hate those things. I want to get that off my bar so I don't accidentally place it down, and then I'm really in trouble. Alright, so now we got to make grout. Now, grout is something special. So let's see where else we can go, see if anything else really coincides with that. We got our netherrack and our obsidian. There's this guy there. Let's go ahead and claim that because we did make him. Still haven't opened that up. We went ahead and claimed that earlier. Didn't really get anything special from it. That's our first power. This we're going to want to make soon just to make our lives a little bit easier. I'd like to have the network first though. This will be our initial power source. Let's not worry about claiming that yet. I don't want to be stuck with a bee and end up losing it. Right. So let's come over here and check on these chickens. Oh, looks like this finished its first pair. Alright, there we go. Oh, and he's almost there. So that first one's going to come out and be replaced by whatever this one spawns up. That's 343. We left the 464 and the 474. Those 4s are stubborn. Over here we've been producing quite a bit. It's actually kind of nice. One thing we do need to do is we're going to run over here. We're going to check our seed box. We're going to go ahead and make this easier. We're going to type in spruce, and then we're going to double click the box. We only need 1. And then double click it again to turn that search feature off. Let's clear that out of our search bar. we'll go ahead and put that right there. Alright, so we take our seed, plant it, and then break it to get the sapling. Now we're going to swap one of these oaks out right here. Let's go ahead and let it finish. That's rubber. We want to leave that one growing. I'm not that patient. So now we're going to take all of this out of here. And let's go ahead and just pop that one into there. Let's do the same thing here. Just kind of compile all of that into one so we can see. This is why the hopping bonsais are so great. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 stacks of sticks right there. But you know what? The rubber tree also produces sticks. These trees produce sticks and oak. The only difference is paper bark and saplings and paper. So let's draw all these off. And this is why your hopping bonsais will be so important. You've got leaves, oak leaves, but still leaves, your oak saplings, apples. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just over 12 and a half stacks of sticks. So we know rows 13, 14, almost 15 stacks of logs. That doesn't include the rubber wood. And over here we're going to start collecting spruce and spruce leaves. We want spruce leaves so we can put them in a moistener. Let's see. There we are. There's our moldy wheat. We can put our wheat in there. And it'll sit here and circle around with some water. And it'll turn spruce leaves into podzol. And podzol is what we'll end up needing later for Botania. And that's going to be a lot of fun for all of us because I've never really touched that mod. I'm good with some things. A lot of the machines, that's where I normally stay. Alright, now over here we have this, and this is all cooked down again. So we've got some ashes in there just waiting for us when we need them, along with a good bit of charcoal. So here we've got this going, making some lava right here. And coming down here and making obsidian. Let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Let's go to our crafting table on a stick. And we'll make that into a cauldron. Now we'll grab these iron ingots here. And go 1, 2. We want 2 weighted pressure plates. So we'll take a cauldron in the middle. Pressure plate at the top, pressure plate at the bottom. And that gets us a basic iron drum. Now we're going to run over here and let's see, we have some gold. 2, 4. So we'll run these through the pulvis. Alright, now while that's cooking, let's go ahead and grab these chickens out of here. And drop them off over here. Now, compile all those into a nice pretty stack. There's that, there's that. Chicken osto over here can go ahead and be cooked. We'll drop that into our bag. We'll drop the oak saplings right there, the chance cubes right there. And we'll go ahead and put our soul sand in there. Here's our 4 pulverized gold. That'll go in there. Now, we've cleared up some space in our inventory, so first we'll take this triple compressed gravel, right? And we'll run it through our diamond mesh. Look at that. And we'll just go ahead and compress all of those. Now we'll do the same thing with our sand, right? And same thing. You know what, we'll move this drum down there just so that spot doesn't get used up. And now finally, we'll move down to dust. And we'll put that right there just so it stops bugging me. Look at that. It's got some Certus quartz, skystone, some bone meal, and some redstone. Alright. Now we take our 4 gold ingots, and just like we did with the iron, we make 2 gold plates. Now we come over here and we need 6 diamonds. And go into our crafting table, 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. We'll put this iron drum in the middle and put diamonds down each side. That gives us a reinforced large drum. We'll come over here, we'll grab 1 of these buckets. We'll go ahead and take that right there. See, what we're waiting on is we're waiting on this to finish right now. Let's go ahead and pop these down. And drop these over here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab a second bucket, right? I don't like losing anything. Now I'm going to lose a little bit, but not much. 15 millibuckets. That's a lot more acceptable than about 900. But now we're going to go ahead and drop that right there. And we'll turn that back on. And we'll take this lava bucket we got and just drop that in there. Now, as you can see, that drum has a capacity of 4,096,000 millibuckets, or 4,096 buckets. It's going to take a minute to fill. But that'll give us a head start once we finally get our smeltery together. We got that 41 obsidian right there. We can just drop that into our crafting chest, and now we have a spare little crate right here. Now, let me show you why the making of grout on this server is such a pain. Alright, so let's go ahead and compress this. Before I do that, I'm going to take this stack of 35. We're going to go all the way up to the top. Alright, so that gives us 7 stacks plus 1. That'll be 4 more, so that's 11. So we want another 9 cobblestone. Needs to be divisible by 4. And you'll see that when we actually go to make it. The grout, that is. Alright, so let's go up. There we are. Now let's work our way down. All right. So that gives us 12 right there. Let's go. We still have plenty of clay in there, and we know we have some soul sand. So let's look up the recipe for grout. It's going to be 4 soul sand, 4 compressed gravel, which is why I said divisible by 4, and then 1 sand. That gives us 36 grout. Go back to the age of clay. Apparently it says I made 72. Definitely only have 52 here. So apparently its count was a little bit off. But now I need 64 seared bricks. So even if I wanted to go based off what I have, I couldn't. So that's 4 stacks, right? That's 4. That's 4. Let's see, 35. And let's get 36. 4, 4, 4, and 4, alright? So now we'll put this one right there. Drop. Start flying and just start placing them up. So we know this should make us another 48 grout. There'll be 4 recipes at 12 each. Now, even though it's expensive, once we can get up to a actual functioning smeltery, I normally use a 3x3 interior with 5x5 exterior walls. You don't need them in the corners, just everywhere that's touching on the inside. So those borders you don't really have to worry about, and I'll show you what I mean there when we set it up. But once you have your smeltery up, it's either 3 or 4 cobblestone that form one seared stone block, which if you craft it twice in your inventory, gives you seared stones, or seared bricks. And that's the fully assembled block, not the individual brick. So once we have our smeltery up, we can just start dumping cobblestone in there, and then pouring out complete seared blocks, which will make assembling the rest of the smeltery significantly faster. Alright. At least we can see the platform below us and everything's not shrouded in mist. We're not, too terribly far off. And let's go ahead and compress these. Now, go back over to our crafting table here. There we go. And we'll just divide it evenly between these. Now, if you were paying attention, you'll notice we need some more fuel. So we'll run out here and grab 3 more stacks of uncompressed coal from our coal chicken. It will immediately begin producing more for us. It's the beauty of chickens. So top him up, and there we go. Drop that off, drop their servos, drop you. Alright. While that's cooking, let's come over here and check on our chickens. And just slowly move down the line. Osmium's almost done. Ooh, chicken Nosto finished a cycle. Alright, so now these 2 babies up top, the Cocoa Brown and the Glowstone, can go in there. Chicken Nosto, we'll just hold on to him for a bit. It might be a little bit before we can kill anybody. There's our osmium chicken there, 89%. So now let's head out to our little farm. Before we go, just in case, we're going to grab 1 seed. Because remember, a seed wrapped in the Inferium Essence produces another tier 1. Alright, that's 1. So we need 1 more essence. Let's see if we can get a little production speed up going on. It's a little bit of help. Because we know we need exactly 1 more to make a second seed out here. As we get more and more, obviously it'll speed up more and more. Alright, now that it's finally over halfway, it seems to be speeding up quite a bit. That was impressive. Apparently we're just going to keep doing that to ourselves. I, however, can't complain about the mod and its speed boost for growing things, which is not as noticeable on the mystical agriculture plants just because of how long they take to grow, especially this Inferium at tier 1. And we don't have a network set up, we don't have all the chickens, so we can't just pop out growth crystals, which will also become a thing later. We have the 1 down below, but it's not quite a tier 3, so even with the dirt below, tier 3 provides you with a very noticeable benefit. Alright, come on. We just need 1 more stage before you are mature. little bit more. As you can tell, I'm not the most patient person when it comes to waiting for these plants to fully grow. There we are. So we're going to go ahead and do that one manual. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go to our crafting table on a stick, put our seed in, wrap it in the Inferium Essence. That gives us 2, right? 1, 2. And now we're just going to leave them there for a bit. Let them start growing. Hopefully, well, I want to say hopefully they'd grow a bit faster, but once we have a full field there, it's not as painful. Until then, though, sadly, it does stay pretty painful. So we're going to run out here with our sword. Who needs to go? There we go. Apparently I was just a little bit too low. Should have seen that coming. So let's go ahead and chop this rooster up. There we are. Now we got some sheep back there, so we know that sheep can go. We don't need any more of these bone whites, or flints, excuse me. There we are. Now we'll go ahead and let that brown sheep survive because he produces a different type of wool. Still have 2 sheep though. There we are. Now we know we need to put a few more traps in there. But now we have the string to do it. So let's grab some apples over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we have tons and tons of apples. Now we're going to go ahead and make some terracotta also. And that gives us a free 64 bricks. Which brings us to the Iron Age. So here we need a pulvis. Well, we already have a pulvis, don't we? We've already started that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to break you and pick you up. There we are. And put you right back down. We're going to take gravel. Pop out, pop back in. There's our gravel. I'm going to pop out here. And we'll put 16 in that trap. I'll just nudge him over a bit. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. That's how many spots there are. So 16, that'll leave 2 spots left of stuff we didn't catch. Kinda convenient if you ask me. Alright, now before that little death marker gets on my nerves, we'll go ahead and remove that. Alright. So we'll come out here, check on our chickens. There's one. There's one. That's a baby, so we know he goes in the baby box. So baby to the baby box. And we'll run over here to our furnaces. We'll drop a cocoa brown down there. We'll drop a glowstone up there. Now we're going to look up a recipe. We have 5 terracotta and a bucket of water. We're going to go for a sink. 5 terracotta, a bucket of water, and 3 iron across the top. The sink is a wonderful little part of the multi-block kitchen, but by itself is an infinite water source, which makes it personally absolutely wonderful. Oh, we did have something for there. I just overlooked it. There we are. And for right now, let's see. We'll just drop him right there. Now, I believe we still have some hardened fluid duct. Here's item duct. There's hardened fluid duct. We only need 1. And we'll take a servo. Right. So this is a squeezer. So we need 6 tin ingots, 3, 4, 8. So we need a total of 8 tin ingots. So let's hope we have 5 little tin balls in here. Oh, we have plenty. So this is going to go in our pulvis. We're going to grab these 2 stacks of planks right here and just go ahead and drop them in. Now, what do we need the squeezer for? If we check uses, let's see. The squeezer will take seeds and produce seed oil. Now if we go to seed oil and go over here to the carpenter, 2 logs stacked up in the carpenter with some seed oil will produce impregnated sticks, right? Well, to unlock the hunting dimension, we need a diamond sword. And a diamond sword requires 2 diamond plates and an impregnated stick. So we know how to make the diamond plates. Or we know how to make the impregnated sticks. The diamond plates require either a compactor, not the easiest thing to make, or a compressor. Still requires a machine frame, a little bit easier on the materials. This is where we need the rubber. Look at that. Rubber or plastic, and 3 copper. Now if we come over here, we actually have a good bit of copper. And it looks like we're going to end up with 24 tin and then looks like 38 copper. So that's not too bad of a haul. And let's go ahead and drop the copper in so it can get started. Let's drop a tin up there. And we'll drop this chicken right in here. Alright, so now while those are cooking, let's look at this quest right here. So we need a smeltery controller, a seared tank, a casting table, a casting basin, 2 smeltery drains, 2 faucets, and then 16 bricks. Alright. Now, here's the controller right here. Normally, it's just that ring, right? But now you got this smiley cloud. which takes 4 wool and a solidified experience. So those ones where we were out there killing our mobs over and over had a point. So there's our controller. Alright, so here we are here, our seared tank. 5 seared bricks, right? But look at these. We need 4 fermenting barrels. And ori crystals. So, we're going to take this. We're going to pop over here. We're going to go ahead and just make 1 block. Right like that, right? We're going to walk over here, turn you on, drop you right there, and back up. Boom. Now we have 9, so we know we're good. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a brief intermission for a couple minutes, and I will return shortly with the next video.